Hello everybody. So, I got my Spellbinder kit and caboodle for March, and it has these gnomes in the stamp and die, clear stamp of the month, and stamp and die of the month. So I thought we would kind of play with these a little bit. I've got some paper here I'm going to just tape down. And so I want this guy. Do we want to do them all? Let's stamp them all and then we'll see what we decide to do about coloring them. I want them spread out enough that I can do the... I think that's right. Okay. And I'm going to use Flagstone alcohol proof. I've got some alcohol pens over here. They're actually Illustrator pens. Let's see. It doesn't look like I'm putting any ink on them. So... Okay, looks like especially this one could use another dab. So I'm going to come in. Now the flagstones are not as stark, I guess would be the right word, as the black. So, you know, we're not going to get that dark black look, but just looks a little faded in a couple of spots there. So if we're going to do that one, we might as well just get them all, right? Just in case there's something I'm not seeing that's missing too. Now, that is much better. So now you got to make a choice, and it's up to you. You can either go ahead and color first and then cut them out after you're done. Or you can cut them out now and color them after they've been cut out. So what I want to do, and I need a folder, here we go. I want to cut them out first, and the reason being that I don't want to color them and then find out and then cut them wrong. And that's something that was pointed out, like by Craig in Crafter's Companion, I think, is where I heard it. Otherwise, I would have gone ahead and colored them first, because it seems like that makes the most sense, right? Color them first, and then you know, because then you have the whole sheet of paper. But then if you colored them and you cut them and they come out wrong, then you wasted all that time coloring them. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this. This folder is real bad, but it should still do the job. So I'm going to bring it over here and cut it out. So this time if it doesn't work, all I've wasted is a stamped image, right? So, and of course that one turned out good. But if I hadn't have done that, you know what would have happened, right? It probably would not have turned out. And I'd be going, well, I guess I gotta color this over. So that's where this has no sticky on it. So I must go here. There we go. Now this one is gonna take the big one. What did I just do with my scissors? Oh, y'all, I don't know what's wrong with me. All right. So now I'm just going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to line it up best I can, looking all around at the white space, the top, the bottom, the sides. Because you could be right here, up here, and be way off down here. So you really do have to look at all of it. All right. So one good thing about Spellbinder's dies, they're pretty good about this stuff, you know. They turn out pretty good. Some other ones are real hard to work with. So let's see, how does it look? Almost perfect. Okay, and there's one more. That I need. Where'd he go? Here he is. And I'll save my scraps because I might want to stamp a sentiment or something out of it. So even though they're just little bitty nothing scraps, they could be my sentiment. So I'm going to save them. And then this guy's going to be this die. So with Spellbinders, their cutting edge is real close to the edge of the actual die. So that's why we get lucky on it, I think. Or me, why I get lucky on it. Because some people can just do it. Some people just have a talent for getting it right. And unfortunately, it's not my situation. Not usually. So what I'll probably do is just color one of them. We'll see how long it takes. And then we'll decide from there. Or I'll decide from there whether to color more, just see how long it takes to color one. And yeah, just go from there. aside from there. So here's the stamps and the dies and the scraps. Move that over, move that over. Move this over. There's those other scissors. I've got scissors all over the place, and it seems like I'm lucky to be able to find them when I need them. But, okay, let me get my, I think this is the little guy we're going to color, and, you know, I need to open, I need to get more light. Let me just, is that going to be better? I hope so. Hope so, hope so, hope so. I don't know if I have, like, the 3 blends in here. No, I don't. I have a couple greens, and one looks like a blue-green. Yeah, see? JG and LG. Those are not supposed to go together. And then this is a blue TB. This is a IB. Now, we'll try this right now and we'll see how it works. And I don't know how true it is, but I did hear say that as long as one of your letters are the same, that they should blend. But like I said, I don't know how true that is. So we'll just give it a little try and see. Is this real, real thin? Yeah. Okay. We'll just try it right here, because we're going to put the light down first. And we're going to leave the top there for the highlight. Okay. So I'm going to come through here, make this darker. Shadow in there. A little bit more, and then I'm going to come back with the lighter again. And see if that might just be too much darker. They do kind of work together. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to give it the look of being round. So I'm going to come in on the sides. Okay, and then let's blend. Just have to blend a little extra to do it, since there's such a difference in the colors. I'm just going in farther and going over more, and that'll bleach out that other color. And then put that highlight in there. Just like that to give it a rounded look. It's actually doing pretty good. Okay, and here we go with this. I don't know if that's his hat. Well, it's got to be his hat. Okay. And coming in here. Do you know what I don't have? Is a piece of paper back behind here. Okay, and coming back in with the light again. And I'm going to go over quite a bit. Bleach that out a little bit. Bleaching that out. So I'm going over it quite a bit. Get that color blending better. And then coming in where my highlight's going to be. So there we go. Kind of works. Kind of works. All right, now what else do I have? I have a book I need to give some color to. Let me do orange, I guess. This is red and this is lipstick. So CR10, DR1, not going to work together. What is this? So these are reds. A 10 and a 1 is just way too far apart. MG 5. Yeah, so I'll just do, let's do the lipstick and I'll just show you and we'll see how this works. So I'm going to come in light. I'm just going to cover the whole, wow, that's dark. That is really dark. Way darker than I expected it to be. I guess I should have checked the colors of the markers before I came in and did this, but that's all right. So maybe it's an old encyclopedia. They used to come in that dark red color. Okay, so one of the things they say about alcohol markers is if you have a color and you need it darker, you lay down more color. So where would it be darker? Along these edges here. Along these edges. So I'm just going back over and I'm just making that more saturated. I'm saturating. You know what I need is some paper underneath it. It's not coming through. So just saturate that better where I think it needs some shadow. I'm just going back over it and it should make it darker. I also think the spine will be darker. And then alongside the spine will be darker. See, this is not very filled in. I don't know if that's gonna work. This color's already just so dark. But I'll go back over it one more time again. Just to get that. I didn't like that red at all. Don't like that red. I don't want to use that red no more. Okay, I got a little bit of, I got some brown. I'm going to do his bottom of his shoes in the brown. What I'm going to do this time is go where I think it's going to be darker first. Try it that way, okay? And then I'm going to come and fill in that whole thing. Okay. Go back over where I think it should be darker. Okay. I'm going to give him a little bit of brown here. Just a little bit of some brown. I would do gray, but I don't have any gray. I don't even really have a skin tone. I missed a blue. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to try just doing the dark and then coming back over with the light. Since I'm really having to go over it for the blend, I figure I might as well try it that way. Okay, let's see how that dries. All right. If I had a light pink, but I don't. I don't want to make him yellow because that ain't right either. I'm just going to have to leave his skin white, I guess. For this, I'm going to do... Here, let's see which one's darker. That's JG4. And this one is lighter. LG5. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing like I did with the blue. I'm going to do the dark on these edges here. I'm using the, what do they call it? The bullet nib. It's kind of dry too. I don't really want to. Kind of dry. But I want to get around the circles. That's why I'm using these bullet nibs. But these are dry, aren't they? Wow. Really. Pretty dry, but that worked real good with the green. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to come in and put some more dark in because okay. I think the ink's just kind of dry. Yeah. But they do blend nicely. They're pretty close in color, so they're blending pretty good. And this one's gonna pretty much be just a little dark here, and the rest will be the light. Alright. So what color do we want our little dots? How about yellow? Yellow should look good. Alright. There's our little guy. Have you ever seen them? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Blend colors with an alcohol marker. You put down your color. I don't know. I think you go darker color down. Then you pick up your marker, your lighter color. You come in and pick up some of that color. And when you do that, look what happens. Look how it changes. As you go, that green's gonna come off and you're gonna end up right back at the yellow. Now these are really, they say it's not gonna affect your marker. So I don't know, it doesn't all want to come off. But this has some ugly, ugly stuff on here. Okay. All right, so we did one. Do we need to do the others? I don't know. Let's try. I don't really want to do. This was the color I didn't like, and I don't remember which one it was. The lipstick. DR1. That would have worked. This might have been the color, actually. Ooh. Yeah, okay, this is the light color. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to hit the light spots. Oh no, where it's going to be dark. And I'm going to lay the foundation color. And I'm just going around where I think there would be some shadow. That's his sleeve. Maybe here in that little drop spot. Okay, now I'm going to come in with, uh-oh. Yep, I did. I'm thinking wrong. Now I'm going to come in with the dark. And go over. See? I just spaced and thought I was doing like that and doing the shortcut. And that's not what I was doing. And so I made way too much shadow. So I'm going to go over and hope it bleaches it a little bit. And, uh-oh, I got in his beard. I messed up my lines. I didn't do it on purpose. But since I did, might as well show you the little blender thing. And it's just pure alcohol. So you're supposed to be able to just take it and dot that out. I don't know how much is in there, if it's empty or what. Since the rest of them are dried out, I would kind of assume this might be. So, you know, too, red is one of those colors That's just going to be a little bit harder to get rid of, but if you can tell, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is lighter right there. Okay, so I think I'm just going to come in with the blue. I'm going to do his whole hat in the blue. This is where my dark is going to be. And I want to make it look round, right? So I'm going to do both the sides so it gets that round look. And I don't know about right there. Okay. And now I'll come in with the dark over the light. The reason for the dark and the light is for saturation. Saturate your paper with that light ink. Okay, and I just need to kind of feather it out here. You want to feather it out, and it just, because that helps to give it that rounded look. So, and then come in with the blue. In more in we go, the lighter we want it to be there, right? So I'm kind of leaving that little bit there white while I'm going over and trying to get this a blendable color. Now I'll come over and hit that so that it's just a little bit more lighter right there. Let's see, this came way dark this time. Hopefully it'll dry and not be so dark there. Okay. And I have one other guy, and he's got books, and I'm just going to do a quick color. I'm not even doing any blending. Not even sure I'm going to use this guy. Don't know how many we're going to use. I'm going to use one. I'm going to take this little magenta here and color in these triangles. Okay. All right, look at the little hearts, okay. Color in the little hearts. gotta color in those little hearts. How come there's no girl reading? There should be a girl gnome reading. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see what else is on this thicker stuff here. Gnome Doubt You. Books and coffee. Gnome Doubt You, books and coffee are my favorite. Long story short, thanks for everything. All right, I've got these that I did earlier. Let's use this one. And card blank. Hold on 1 minute. I should have had a card blank ready. I was watching a scrapbooking thing earlier, and the guy was like, well, you know, I like to make mine card blank before, and, you know, da-da-da, and I thought, yeah, that wouldn't make sense to wait till after, but then I thought about it, maybe some people do. You know, maybe some people do. But I always like to have a card blank ready, and then I still end up not always having it ready, right? So my card blank is 4x6. I am going to trim this. I just want to try to get it straight at first, and then I'll work on the 4x6, right? A little bit off. What I'm trying to do is just line up that line where I got ink along where I know it's going to cut. Okay. Now let's see what this measure. Yeah, this is way off. Okay. I'm going to come in here and... Ooh, that might not be 6, though. Ooh. All right, but I gotta cut that off. I can't keep that. That's just too much to keep. So I got a little over, went above 5.5. So this is gonna need to be a little over 3.5. So let me do this. And then go there. Okay. All right. I need another something behind it. A something of some kind behind it. Let me think. I'm thinking. If this green is gonna work. And it's a center pearl and it should work pretty good. And I wanna do a little bit under 4. And a little bit under 6. Just that one next notch. So that'll give me my 4x6. Then I can put this down. I'm gonna put this down and I gotta get them straight. If I don't get them straight, it's not gonna straighten out on its own. Okay, that, and then this. Okay, and then a little gnome, another little gnome, in a stamp. I want to put I gotta make this birthday one for the books, and I'm gonna stamp it straight on there. Okay. I need to get these little guys put away. Okay. And this needs to come here. Now what I have to do though is I have to secure the paper. So I'll use the corners just because I think they might be the easiest to cover if it messes up, right? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But here we go. And then I'm going to use the flagstone again. And what's nice with these stamping things is being able to come back and stamp it over. I love that. Make this birthday one for the books, and I'm gonna do that one more time just because where it says books is a little dotty looking, but it's still okay. It still looks fine. Doesn't look bad. I'm just doing this just cause I can, and look how much better it looks. Nice. Okay, that worked. And that worked. I do like the diamond press tape. I really do. Okay. So, there's a lot going on this, right? I mean, I could have done it the other way, but I kind of like that. Back behind them little guys. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these down. All right. This is going to be just there because I cut it just short. So it's going to fit the whole thing. Then this one. I like that sentiment. Would be good for like even, you know, students, but also like accountants, bookkeepers, I don't know. They always call it keeping the books, right? Okay. So now we can have our little guys here. And this would be good for my sister, even. And we gotta somehow ground these guys with something. And I'm thinking that something is gonna have to be some leaves or something like. Oh, wait. If you saw my video where I made these, when I cut out that one die, and it made these, and I said, you never know when you're gonna need swirls. I don't know if that's exactly having the effect I wanted, so we'll leave these out for just a second, but I do think that the leaves are a good idea. You know, gnomes are in the garden, right? So we can just stick some leaves around. No. What about this one that I couldn't use the other day? How about if we do that? Now, if we want to keep this masculine, then we're not doing this, right? But otherwise, look how good that would look. And then, maybe, we could do some swirls. For some reason, as soon as I put that second one down, it just doesn't work anymore. Maybe they need to be in with some leaves. Let me get these off, right? Let's try the leaves. Let's bring them down. There we go. That's a little better. No. I mean, I guess we need the guy sitting on the books. So let me... Okay. Not this one. These two. It's like they're just not a big enough swirl. What if I did this? I can't get it under him. Sure, that looks like one swirl. I don't think so. Okay. What about him down here? Him can come up a little bit. And then that maybe could work if I had happy birthday. What do we think? How do we like that? So it's not... Here's another one we could use. We could do that dark, or we could do... I think this one's going to look better. What do we think of that? I think I like that. Not the swirls. Not the leaves. Just doesn't fit the book thing, I don't think. Let's get these back. Yeah. Nope, too much. Just these two. I think that's gonna do it. I think that's where it's gonna be. You know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lift them up. At least this one. Doesn't have the backing off of that side. Okay. I think I'm going to glue him down straight. And with this other guy kind of in the front. So he's in the back. Kind of there, and he's in the front. And you have to decide too, do you want to add liquid glue to make sure they stay? And that's up to you too. And look at this. They probably need it. But I'm liking this. And then I will just glue that right there. I hope this glue will hold it. I'm going to put plenty on there. And there we go. Another masculine birthday card. A masculine gnome birthday card. It works. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.